Joker. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that subtitle. I know it's French for like a mental illness for two people or more than two people, but I'm not French. I don't. I'm not living in France, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce that phrase. But anyway, I love the first Joker movie. It was incredible. It was brilliant, and Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, everyone involved with the first Joker movie it did an exceptional and just beautiful job with that film. And then they announced that it was supposed to the first Joker movie was conceived as a standalone film. Although, Warner Brothers intended the film to launch a DC Black film series, Todd Phillips expressed interest in making a sequel, which was announced back in June 2022. And then we got the casting announcements, and Harley Quinn is going to be in here, and we found, and then moments later, we found out that Lady Gaga was cast as Harley Quinn. And I didn't see this movie when it first came out, which was October 4th, because, I live in Florida, and back then, I live in Florida, and earlier this month when this movie came out, everyone was, I guess, like learning about and bracing themselves for the Hurricane Milton, I believe. So yeah, we were all bracing ourselves for the hurricane. And because of that, and because of that, plus, I didn't, I've been reading and hearing a lot of negative reviews, and I checked the Rotten Tomatoes scores when the film came out on opening weekend, and yeah, it does not look good. It did not look good, looked pretty bad. And because of that, and because of those two big things, it prevented me from watching this movie back when it came out. But now I've gotten a chance. But now I've gotten a chance to see this movie recently, and like I said, when they announced this movie, I thought to myself, really? Like, the first Joker film was always intended to be like, as, was always intended to be a standalone film. No sequels, just a one and done. That's it. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess. And then they said that they're making a sequel, and I'm like, I'm cautious. I'm cautious going forward. And now, like, I will say this. Um, Joaquin Phoenix is, I mean, he's Joaquin Phoenix. He's amazing. Amazing, incredible. He gives an incredible uh performance as Arthur Fleck, as the Joker, as he did in the first film. Um, you know, Lady Gaga's, and for those who are wondering about Lady Gaga's performance as Harley Quinn, I thought she did a great job. I thought she did a good job. Almost maybe like on the same level on as Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I have to get you back on that one. But yeah, I thought the production value and was brilliant and looked very excellent. The cinematography, the production design, the costumes. Oh my God, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful, kind of majestic. And it kind of reminded me very classical. The music and the wardrobes, the costumes, like the whole thing looks very classical. And I love that. I love that about this film. Um, but yeah, like their performances were really good. Um, it was very daring. very genuine and challenging. The relationship between Lady Gaga's and Joaquin Phoenix. I just thought, I just thought that the whole movie itself, like the story, I love the opening, the supporting cast, um, but like the whole movie itself, like the story felt, claustrophobic and repetitive, you know, in many times throughout the film. Um, I mean, yeah, that's the musical numbers. They were pretty underwhelming. Um, I'm trying to think what else. What else am I missing? That no spoilers. Uh, am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? I mean, I wasn't bored. I was entertained. So there's that. No, I'll give this movie that. Um, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is, this movie does have themes and in this film. Yeah, I think this movie, like I said, it's just pretty standard and can come off as useless. A useless sequel is what this movie comes across as. Comes across at times, I have mixed feelings. Personally and honestly, I have mixed feelings about this film. Mostly, most of those feelings are pretty negative than positive. Like the negative outweigh the positive for this film, unfortunately. And yeah, I looked it up. Like this film did not was not well received by critics like you guys critics and the audience members. You guys did not like this movie. You guys did not like this movie, or press the skip button, or you saved money and skipped this movie and did not see this movie because after just under 2 weeks in its theatrical window, it is now expected to be a box office bomb, having grossed $166 million worldwide against its 920 to I think like 920 or 200, something around that $1 million budget. Yeah, it's heading this movie is heading straight to a box office bomb. And there are a lot of factors that are coming in play. People are still bitter about DC, like it's very weird. It's very strange. Like the MCU and the DCEU, mostly the MCU and only the MCU have been knocking it out of the park. But DC, even though most of their films are pretty mixed, they've made like a lot of money, like a shit ton of money at the box office, like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, for example, for two examples. But like after the pandemic, the MCU, I feel like people like you guys and even me are getting really tired, sick and tired of the MCU and of Marvel. Well, not the MCU, but just Marvel and DC in general. Because like after the pandemic, like the pandemic was 2020, so like 2021 and up until present day, um, like I like a lot of the movies, a lot of the Marvel and DC movies have been getting a lot of mixed reviews, and a lot of the movies are box office bombs. People are barely watching any of them. There's only a few or a couple Marvel and DC movies that people are actually really, excited about, like recently this year, Deadpool and Wolverine, for example. Um, but yeah, like Marvel and DC has been going down and down. I hope James Gunn, that's it. Like, that's it. This is the last DC movie. Like, the next year, 2025, the new James Gunn Superman movie has better, like, bring faith and hope into the hearts and the eyes of critics and audience members and moviegoers, because right now we're people are getting tired of superhero comic book movies these days. But anyway, that's all I have to say for Joker. I'm just gonna call it Joker 2. That's all I have to say for Joker 2. Yeah, not the worst thing I've seen this year, like Borderlands, Crow, um, definitely Madam Web. Those are like way worse than this movie. But yeah, I have like mixed feelings of this film. Mostly negative. I have mostly negative feelings about this film. But anyway, that's all I have to say for this film, Joker 2. Uh, Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time to listening to my review, my thoughts, my opinion. I appreciate it. And I appreciate it more if you like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel because you'll be helping me out. Excuse me. You would be helping me a lot. You would be helping me out, and you would be supporting me and my YouTube channel. Because when you subscribe, you would be part of my community. And I treat my community as family. And I hope one day, as the days go by, our community, our family keeps growing and keeps thriving and prospering. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks.